Alright, everyone, welcome back to another episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelists of the Roses. I am your host, Alicia Blushies, and if you watched the previous episode, you knew that we had beaten the final boss and had completed our time on Seto Kaiba's side. So today, we get to join up with Yugi's side and face some of, Seto's lackeys. So let's go ahead and get into it. Splendid. In keeping with the traditions of the old temple gardens, I offer you a choice, duelist. Here are two roses. The white represents me, and the red for the old Simon here. For the sake of justice, choose the red rose. Stand by my side, duelist, and choose the white rose. Alright, so we will be choosing the red side this time. We will go with the Lancastrians. Just so that we can see both sides of this coin. How disappointing. Oh well, you made your choice, and I respect that. And for now, I will guarantee you safe passage until you met with Yugi. After all, I don't want our little game to end too quickly that wouldn't be sporting. I look forward to the day when we meet again, duelist. Until then. Alright, good stuff, good stuff. Game looks so beautiful. As beautiful as the last time I saw it a week ago. Yeah, Yugi's side definitely has more like dialogue that you have to read through. With Seto's, you kind of just get thrown into it, you know. So this might be a longer opening scene. I apologize. Feel free to skip if you get too bored. Jill, I represent Prince Yugi, last Prince of Lancaster, a true Welshman in the hoop we all call ourselves kilts. Shit, I'm misreading everything. My lord, may I present Jill, the Rose Duelist. You serve us well, Simon. My mother was wise in summoning you from Scotland. You honor me, sire. Duelist, I am Yugi. Actually, Henry Tutor is my name, but I find it tiresome. You may call me Yugi. It's nothing like my real name, people call me that for some reason. I'm sure Simon explained our situation, but it's only right that I request your service myself. I need you to return to England and put an end to the threats of the Rose Crusaders. The white rose cards from a barrier that prevents my armies from setting foot on British soil. Though we Celts have the red rose cards, we are but inheritors who are unable to wield their full power. In the hopes of reversing our fortunes, we gambled on a druid legend that spoke of a rose duelist. According to that same legend, one must use a deck whose cost is lower than an opponent's to capture rose cards of another color. I believe that is important that you keep this in mind. The cost of your deck should... Okay, alright, yeah. This is really the first path you should have taken, I guess, to explain the game. Having all the Rose Crusaders out of commission by this time would be ideal, but as that might prove difficult, any reduction of their force would be appreciated. Right then, let us part company and reunite in Bosworth. Bosworth? I don't know how to pronounce it. Sorry, British viewers. Or wherever it is, I don't know. Simon will provide you with the details as to where and when we'll meet once more. Alright, let's move and not have me read any more things. Please and thank you. Alright. Good stuff, good stuff. Wow, we get to face our very first duelist. Of course, I'm gonna have to make some big changes to my deck. Uh, I think I'll take out a little bit and maybe fight Rex Raptor in this episode, even though Rex Raptor sucks. So I will be right back once we do some things. Maybe we'll actually enter in the password from us beating the game. Why don't we? All right, I have the password right here. I'll go ahead and enter it in. If you're watching at home and you are also playing this game and you want to enter in this code, feel free. It will yield you Earth Shatterer. Okay, or Earth Shaker, I mean. Which sounds great. I think I used that during my streaming Let's Play of this game. And it's actually cool. I think it'll pretty much fuck up like labyrinth squares, so it could be quite nice against like any place that has a lot of labyrinth terrain. So that's pretty cool. But also we can go ahead and reincarnate a card. I think we'll reincarnate Sangha. See what we get. Hopefully it's something nice. That's Skull Knight, yes. Chain something. Shadow spell. And ooh, we got Rioran, right? Yes. Alright, we didn't have Rioran yet, which is neat. Randomly transforms into dragon/fire monster when powered up with insect imitation. Is that a fact? Huh. Alright, shadow spell. Disposable trap that spellbinds activated enemy card for 3 turns and reduces its strength by 1,000 points. That's quite nice. That's quite a good pool. But I'm gonna edit my deck and then we'll come back and we'll duel Mr. Rex Raptor. Okay, let's go ahead and duel Mr. Rex Raptor. Thankfully, we only had to take out like 2 cards in order to be able to duel him. The Rose Duelist. I'm not impressed, in fact. I'll crush you to a pulp with my dinosaur deck. Yes, yeah. Didn't really feel like doing a voice for him. So sorry about that. Sorry. Let's. I'm gonna move right. That is the path I must take. Now, my water deck is gonna be very, very bad here, so don't expect like miracles. I'm gonna play this first, and then pass. And I think we'll play the 2100 monster that's in my hand. Oh boy. And definitely gonna have to like get rid of some things out of my hand. I don't know if Bolt, Penguin, and Gora Dragon mix. I've probably asked that like a million times, and they probably don't. But all right, just the test. Ah, damn it. Of course. All right. Well, it's only 1600, so it's not that bad. Go ahead and pass. Then I was gonna write it down whenever I started this game, what like fusions I find, but I kind of lost track of time and it didn't write them down like I should have. Oh boy. These are all also not great cards. Unfortunate. Yes, that's the word for it. Let's mix these all together, and I guess we'll put down a magic jammer, which could come in handy. Oops, I have moved my controller. I've committed the cardinal sin. Alright, 21 hopefully will be enough to deal with Rex's monster right there. Okay, thank goodness. Thank goodness we were able to take care of that. But I get spellbound, that's fine. I'm glad we were able to beat it at least. Alright, we do have one Kairushin, which I might actually summon next turn. So yeah, I guess we'll just move here, and then next turn we'll play that and then move back. That might be the play. And then, you know, Kairushin, they bring out water terrain, so that would be nice. Okay, alright. I was afraid I was about to get attacked. It would have been quite tragic. But let's get... Well, actually, I think we have to play this one first. Yes, probably. I don't know. Anyway, whenever it gets flipped, it'll turn a terrain into water, so that will be good. And hopefully we're not going to hit a trap. Alright, it was nothing. Okay. Don't know if Magic Jammer has to be close by to negate full range. Okay, so I think it can just be anywhere on the field to stop a spell from happening. 18 turns into 28, and then it crushes the 15 Urubi. That was a good hit right there. Of course, my monster's gonna lose all its attack. Or we could maybe just keep him there and kind of just box him in a little bit, perhaps. That might be a move. I don't know. Alright, we got another water charmer, pretty much. You could possibly use... I don't know. It's so freaking narrow. Down the straight and narrow path. Let's get rid of these for now and then play this. Well, I'm not deck thinning too much. Would be unfortunate. Okay. Kind of going down where I want them to in a way. I don't know if he'll keep staying there. If he goes back, I'm going to attack him. But if he keeps going this way, he's going to box himself in. At least that's the hope. All right. Let's pass, I guess. Duel might be as good as done. Unless, you know, any of these cards he's played are deadly traps, we might be okay. Alright, Irby. Gonna get squashed. If I get spellbound again, maybe that was what he was planning. Me getting spellbound. Unfortunate timing, but could also prevent him from escaping. I'm afraid of him escaping in this little bit of time, so call me a fool if you gotta, but I think I'm gonna summon Air Eater and move here. I gotta block him in while, you know, I can. I don't know why he chose to go down this path. Oh no. Oh no, for realsy, that's actually bad. I wasn't expecting this. Okay, well, I'm gonna do this. I can even the odds of me not losing. Great. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Unfortunate. Boost the attack of all water monsters by 600 points. That would definitely help things. I'm wanting to get man-eating black shark on the field, so play this first. I should have put this in defense mode, but I thought I was going to be able to summon. Alright, what's your plan, Rex? You're in a dire situation. I'm in a dire situation. Less bad, at least, for me. You, however, can just go kick rocks. I don't care, man. Alright. Let's play this. And flip this up. Gives us a nice and juicy power boost. Alright, 450. If I leave, it goes down to 24. Alright, for the possibility of us losing our advantage, I'm going to keep our water sea serpent over there. Unless things go absolutely horrible, you know. But I will place something here so that he can't summon. There. Alright, he's crushing his own thing. Can't reach him quite yet, but I could definitely scare him. He can't hurt me right there, at least. And he should be blocked in unless this fails. It does fail. Oh boy, the ways that it fails. Alright. Well, still win, unless you back up. But then you lose there. Alright, standing tall. I get it, I get it. Anything I have in my hand that's cool? Not much. Alright, well, good game, Rex. Glad I got to beat you on my first go. Definitely don't have a lot of time to record. Been playing too much Helldivers. You win. Sweet Liberty, save me. Alright. Yeah. Oh, darn it. Yeah. Okay, that's a good one. And yeah. Alright, I'll take it. Bear trap's cool, I think. Could be wrong. But that's gonna do it for today's video. I'll go ahead and read his lines before we do the outro. What? Me lose? I don't believe it. And we get that white rose card. Gosh, reminds me of synchros before synchros were a thing. Alright. But, you know, next time I think we will duel Weevil Underwood. We're probably going to do something, I don't know, unorthodox perhaps. Not sure. But I think we're going to just keep dueling the weaker people. So Weevil, then our Bones boy, and then we could fight the Darkness Ruler, Panic. So yeah, that's the plan. Hope you're all cool with it, and if you're new and you enjoyed this episode, subscribe and like. And if you're already subscribed, thank you very much. I appreciate having you here, and I will see you all again next time. Bye bye and take care. Bye 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 bye.